셜록홈즈 크라임 앤 퍼니쉬먼 에피소드 4개 네 번째 가죠. 와 근데 이거 게임 하면 할수록 힘들다. 오늘 완결을 봅시다.
The game is afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come. I'll wait for you in the sitting room. I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade, a letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story
왓슨이
instead of a
약간
scientific
소설가였었나.
exercise.
Holmes, you...
I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
편지를 살펴보자. 와 저기 아직도 있어. 와 대박.
This is where...
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
책상에 있다. 편지가 책상 위에 있다. 오케이. 어떤 편지지? 셜록 홈즈에게 온 편지.
A wax seal with the monogram E.B.
베이커 스트리트에서 온 편지.
A wax seal with
E.B. 오케이.
the Brackenstall family coat of arms.
브래큰스톨 가문의 인장.
I can...
켄트주 마르샴 애비 그레인지 저택 오전 3시 30분 친애하는 홈즈씨 흥미로운 사건이 발생하였으니 이리로 와서 도와주셨으면 합니다. 홈즈씨의 취향과 딱 맞는 사건입니다. 브래큰스톨 부인을 풀어드린 다음 현장을 그대로 보존하는 중입니다. 하지만 서둘러 주십시오. 유스터스 경을 이 상태로 내버려 두기도 힘든 노릇입니다. 그만 주겠습니다. 문제가 있었구나.
So, what is it, Holmes?
Promising, as always. It appears to be a case of
살인
murder.
사건아?
So you believe that Sir
어쩌죠?
Eustace is dead?
I should say so.
유스터스
Lestrade
경이
wouldn't have sent for
죽었다.
me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the EB monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
애비 그레인지 저택. 어떤 사건이 있을까? 둘이 하나도 안 친한 것 같아. 맨날 차 타면 자기 할 것만 하고 있어. 와, 저택 크다.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole
은식기를
a
노리고
silver
저지른
service,
일이라.
which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his
부지깽이 머리를
own
먹고
poker.
죽어.
A
즉사.
violent
부지깽이가
act of
뭐지?
aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid to raise a
하녀도
right.
있네.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right. I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Lady Brackenstall away.
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
겁나 맞았나 보다.
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were three, and he eventually succumbed. One of them,
부지깽이라고
the
하면
elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Did these three villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
일단 눈이 부었죠. 예쁘다는데. 헬쑥한 얼굴. 호주 출신이구나? 이게 호주 출신이야? 품위 있는 복장. 반지. 오래된 멍자국. 오래된 멍자국?
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
하나 그뿐이라고? 오래된 멍자국이 있는데.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time.
근데 말이 안 맞잖아.
Out of control.
10시 반에 잠들었다고 자기는 책을 읽었다고 했는데.
Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Your ladyship? Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir. As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known...
And then?
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
한유라가 되게 젊을 줄 알았는데 나이가 좀 드셨네. 손수건, 전속한영, 고된 노동의 흔적. 커피 자국. 커피를 쏟았으니까 뭐 생겼겠죠?
My mistress is very...
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame.
오,
This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it. This
락 오브.
So the lady and her maid
Gibraltar.
came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
다 빼가네, 다 빼가. 문 열어달라고 합시다. 타임즈. 가족 범죄단이 기승부리다. 랜드릴가의 귀환. 약 2주 전 랜드릴가로 알려진 악명 높은 강도단이 시드넘 지역의 저택을 무단 침입하여 강도 행각을 벌였던 것으로 밝혀졌다. 경찰이 추적하는 중이지만 기밀 수사인 관계로 피해자의 이름을 파악할 수 없었다. 목격자가 3인방의 모습을 정확하게 진술해준 덕분에 범행을 저지른 일당의 신원을 파악할 기회가 생긴 것으로 보인다. 본 기자는 친한 독자들에게 극악무도한 강도단의 귀환을 알리고 현재 파악할 수 있는 모든 정보를 기고하기로 마음먹었다. 랜들 강도단은 수차례에 걸쳐 범죄를 일삼았으며 아버지의 두 아들로 구성되어 있다. 아버지 잭 랜들은 40대로 희끗희끗 머리? 평균적인 신장과 체격을 지녔다. 강도단의 두목으로서 생김새가 극명하게 다른 두 이들을 부하로 삼고 있다. 맏아들 윌리엄 랜들은 키가 크고 건장한 체격이며 그에 걸맞지 않은 작은 머리가 특징이다. 그에 걸맞지 않은 작은 머리. 둘째 아들 멜빈 랜들은 말라 비틀어졌다. 표현할 정도로 왜소한 체격을 가지고 있다. 영국으로 귀환한 선박을 무단 탈취했던 혐의로 수배 중이다.
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
이 강도단이 여기로 왔었나 보네. 오케이. 악명 높은 랜들 일당 그리고 목격된 용의자. 이런 게 좀 더 메이크 센스 하죠? 물어봅시다. 문 열어달라고.
Lady Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
어떻게든 열어보자.
Let us try. This safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
18, 18, 18, 18, 18. 어, 17, 17, 17. 이었고 17, 17. 오. 이렇게 하는구나. 오, 돈이 많고 정신건강에 심히 우려되는 바다. 증세가 확인되었고 두 눈은 충혈되었고 피부는 누렇게 뜬 상태였다. 숨결에는 악취가 섞여 있었는데 이는 간이 손상되었음을 의미한다. 폐농양 역시 의심되는 상황. 다양한 치료법을 준비해뒀으니 제가 치료를 전담하도록 하겠습니다. 이런 얘기가 있었죠. 뭔가 건강에 이상이
It
있었지.
is common practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind antique coins.
다시 얘기해 보자.
Oh,
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behavior.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me,
한이한테도
and
술병을
all because
던졌네.
I dared to stand up to him in defense of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead. But a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived in London. Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before. Wonder with his title and his money and his false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was especially hard for her.
여자 너무 불쌍해. 이래서 치집을 맘대로 생각하면 안 돼. 쉽게 생각하면 안 돼.
oh, what a horrible thing.
살해 현장으로 한번 가볼까요? 살해 현장으로 갑시다. 여기도 뭔가 조사할 게 있으려나? 와, 이런 집에 살면 대박이겠다.
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me. A fur trader's cabin.
시체를 조사합시다. 자,
That
부직갱이.
must be the
머리통을
The
맞았네.
head was barefoot. He had therefore been in bed and did not quite a large.
뭐로 쳤을까? 세 살 때.
It is covered in blood, so
시체랑 부지깽이. 시체랑 3살 때. 우연히도 3살 때 위에 넘어져서 죽음을 당했다. 이건 아닌 거. 부지킹이 얻어맞아 사망했다. 이게 좀 더 가능성 있죠? 또 볼 거 있으려나? 의자. 노끈. 이거 아까 잘려진
sailor's
노끈이죠?
knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail.